What's going on? It's Justeeni here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get 100% on Domination with any of the free tribes. So for any of you free-to-play players out there, this is how you do it. So I'm going to be doing this with Chinchi, because with this strategy, I personally find Chinchi to be the most difficult. So if you're doing this with any other tribe than Chinchi, then you should just have an easier time. So we're going to play with 3 crazy opponents. You have to play on crazy difficulty, and I find 3 opponents to be the easiest because you get 30 full turns to work with, and I will make very good use of those 30 turns, as you'll see. 30 turns is a very, very long time. Alright, so we're kind of just examining the continent. We ideally do not want to spawn with an opponent on the same continent. That will mess everything up. We expect to be alone. If you have an opponent spawn on the same continent, you can try to play it out, but honestly, I wouldn't. It's just not going to go your way most of the time. And because of that, we're basically just gonna play very greedy again. Nobody's here, though there could be Empress close by. I could get an Explorer, but again, I just want to assume that there's nobody here. And yeah, looks like there is nobody, which is good. So let me just capture this. And I did get a little unlucky with this spawn in the sense that I'm completely landlocked, but I do have a way around that. Because the very important thing is I need to get onto the water as soon as possible. So I'll train a warrior. I do find a ruins, which is nice, but now I'll get smithery. Then I can place down a forge, just so then I can place some ports down. And now a very important thing is make sure none of the tribes die. It's kind of out of your control for the most part, so if it happens, like one of the tribes dies, not from you, then just restart. It kind of is what it is. Alright, so fishing and sailing are going to be 2 of your most important techs. These little scouts are great because being able to reveal the tiles around them means your scouts, if played correctly, will always be safe, never in danger. And for a mode like this where you have to play very safe, it's extremely useful. So another star runes. I'll use this to go over here. I'll get resources. And we'll also develop this. We're not going to really worry about markets. You could if you really wanted to, but honestly, I find that you just don't need the extra stars. So there's not really any point in going for markets. And I'm just going to spam warriors because those are the cheapest. And if you want to, you can get navigation to get the starfish, which I'm just going to do here. It's a nice quick way to get some extra stars. So let me get navigation here. Only 13 stars, so this is just an 8-star profit. Very nice. It also gives you bombers, which can also be useful later. So there's Omaji. Now I need to get another border growth, so then I can get more units on the water. So let me get a scout. I can go ahead and meet Empress. Then I think from here I will start considering strategy. Though first I'll get a giant. Giants are very good in Domination because they have a lot of health, and that means they're less likely to die. Alright, so it seems that Barter might be the weak link, but I can't really find them right now. It's a little bit concerning, but that should be fine. And now another important thing is make sure the bots have no chance of getting on the water. If you give them even the slightest opportunity, it's going to make things very, very hectic. And also be fine with declaring war on all the bots. If they're all unified against you, that means they're not going to fight each other, which in our case is actually pretty good, because even though the bot will be, like, they're going to try and be really aggressive, it's fine if we just keep our units away. So, yeah, we'll just kind of do our thing. It's only turn 14 right now. We still have so much time. And there's Barter, so it looks like everyone is nice and isolated, so we're just going to try and pick them apart one opponent at a time. We can snag these coastal cities and slowly grab some more vision, because we want a lot of information to work with. So I can go here, and I can just take this out. Now, another useful thing to pick up is Aquatism. It's going to be very nice for the Juggernauts. And also Strategy is good to pick up, just to get some defenders. I'll even spam some defenders here because they can make their way up. And we'll also level up the city. Then maybe I can consider either math or farming to level this city up for another giant. Then I'll pass the turn. And yeah, it looks like they're kind of doing their thing. So this Juggernaut doesn't really have much of an entry point right now. I'll just send it here, so then it can threaten to take some cities, because those are going to be the main way to actually make progress, instead of just sitting here. So I'll move this up, and I think I will pick up farming, because that's a very cheap way to get a giant. And again, keep an eye on the ports. You want to make sure they can't make use of them. So I can keep getting more defenders. I want to put, again, as many units in the water as possible. It's a very slow way to win, but again, we have the time. And it looks like Barter is still doing okay. If we can take out Empress, then the pressure will be off of Barter. They will be able to survive just fine. And right now we can make sure this Juggernaut sticks. We can also get a bomber here to really just destroy things. Again, as long as the bombers are just out of reach and the scouts are out of reach, they cannot kill anything. We'll send this Juggernaut over to Amaji, and we'll start just whittling away at their warrior. Because every time they heal, that means they're just not putting the unit in the port, which is good for us. Then I can just keep picking away at Empress. Alright, so there's a bomber. Alright, so I would like to offer peace with Barter. I'm not sure if they'll actually take it. Move this here, and I'll get ramming because that'll make my way towards Aquatism, which I will definitely need in the future, because these bombers are quite scary. So for now, I just want to be away from these rammers and from this bomber. So I'll just move back, because I can't really take any risks. So I'll wait until I have Aquatism to really do anything. Then I'll move these up, pass the turn. Alright, so it looks like Barter and I are friends, which is really nice. Of course, we will have to break peace later, but that is absolutely fine. I can start to send this scout closer. Now, they can build roads. The bots can build roads, but the bots are also very stupid. So that's something worth keeping in mind, I guess. I'll camp this Juggernaut right here, now that I have a quadism, I can be a little more aggressive to allow me to win the game sooner. I can also get a scout here and just poke away at more units. I can get more stuff, move these along, then that's the turn. Alright, so moving this giant closer, bombing away. I'll move this in. Now it looks like they're trying to get in the water. So I'll get a bomber ready to bomb, as bombers do. I'll send this Juggernaut onto land. It won't have the stiff trait, so it can defend better. I can also start going around here. I would like to get some vision because I know that there's a port on one of these tiles. So I would like some way of dealing with that soon. Though for now, I'll just put some more stuff in ports. I can also train a sword. That can be pretty nice here, I guess. I'll make another thing. Then I'll pass the turn, so I've still got quite a few turns to go. So Barter's putting in work. I'll get some nice hits. I'll move this giant back because Empress has their own giant. And I might... Alright, so there's a rammer. Let me get a rammer of my own. Let me bomb this. Then I can take this out. And thanks to Aquatism, I'm not too worried about their rammer because it won't one-shot anything. So it's a very, very useful tech. Definitely worth picking up. And I guess I'll just put this sword here. It's not terribly useful. I'll also get a nice hit here. Make another defender, and I just want to make some more bombers so that I can clean things up faster. Okay, so I can move this over here. I'll just hit that. Then I can actually go over here and I can steal this. This can ensure that I can kill Omaji and Barter won't take my kill. And we still have a few turns. This is definitely one of my slower runs, mostly because it took a while to get out of the water. But we are still on a pretty good pace. I might have to break peace with Barter soon. So I'll have to be mindful of that. Let me just get another scout. Send these closer. I have another Juggernaut, which I can send towards Empress. Then might as well just get population there. Then maybe work towards another giant. So far, Barter is still very friendly with me. And I will pass the turn here. Alright, so now Omaji should go down no problem. Let me get a mine, use my Gate of Power. We'll get another Juggernaut, capture this. I'll poke away at the giant, and then I can start blasting away here. I'll just get some more bombers. That'll make my life easier. But yeah, you can see I'm just keeping my distance, except for with the giants. That's the only thing I'm using to really get in with. Although I occasionally use defenders as well if needed. But I'll just kind of keep this up. Now, I will need to do something about barter somewhat soon. So I can send these Juggernauts over. And now that I have Omaji dealt with, I can send this here, bomb this, then I can go, I can really chip away at this. And I think it might be time to break peace with barter. I believe any unit in barter territory, it'll get disbanded, but that will not count towards the unit dying, though I'm not 100% sure, so I would maybe test it in a pass and play game and not put your run at risk if you're not confident. But I think this is a good time to break peace. Then pass the turn here. Alright, so barter's got the markets. Let me just bomb that. Send this in. Bomb that. Send this. Go here. Then I want to be very wary of the catapult. So I guess I'll just road this away and make it into a rammer, which, yeah, a little counterintuitive. Maybe I could have broken peace a turn later, so I wouldn't have to make such an awkward play. But it's fine. I can also siege, capture, and yeah, roads should help to speed things up even further. So I still have 5 turns, quite a lot to work with. And again, the Juggernauts are the entirety of my front lines, so they're very durable. Okay, they have quite a few super units. I definitely was a little too preemptive. I'll get some swords. Let me go in here. They only have 2 cities. The thing that I'm worried about is just the sheer number of super units. So I just need to clean all of this up. just get another bomber. And then just remain careful. I'll send some more bombers in. Those are pretty helpful. I still have a lot of turns, it's just a matter of I don't want to accidentally lose some units if I don't need to. So I will pass the turn here. Let me send a bomber up. Let me take this out. I'll damage that bomber. Damage that. And yeah, I should be good to go there. I don't think there's a way for them to surprise and kill one of my defenders out of nowhere. I will need to get math just to get some catapults to deal with that. And I might even consider free spirit just to disband some of this stuff. But again, I'm doing fine. 61 battles won and 0 lost. So now I can bombs away. Then I can... Oh, knight. I do need to be careful here because I need to drop a unit in. So I'm cutting things very close right now. So I'll just capture this. And I guess I will move some units in and hope for the best. Alright, so can take out some more stuff. Now, I believe this should be 100% good to go. Look at that, just barely. Very close run, and it wasn't battle skills at all that was the issue. It was actually time, because I really slow rolled this. I think I probably could have dealt with Barter in a more timely manner. They did get quite a few super units, but yeah, 100%. And that's how it's done. Let me know if this was really useful for you guys. Just kind of remember, just have complete naval dominance and really don't be afraid to take your time, because even taking a lot of time, like I really went slow, but at the end of the day, still 100%. So like and sub, and have a good one.